Alright, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to break down the sheet goods. This will be the bottom of the carcass. I'm cutting it to length right here. And now I'm taking it over to the table saw and I'm going to cut it to width. And here I'm cutting the sides of the carcass. And now I'm going to start cutting the braces. The braces will include the top braces and the braces on the back. And now I'm going to cut the dados on the side pieces, and what I'm doing here is making a sacrificial fence. That way I don't ruin my table saw fence. And now I'm taking the bottom of the carcass and I'm going to be cutting dados in here, and the dados here are for the separators inside the carcass. There'll be 2 sets of dados, and I'm just testing the fit to make sure it's a nice tight fit, which it is. So now I'll do the other one. And this is the top supports. There'll be 2 sets of top supports, and I'm cutting those dados in the same position as they are on the bottom of the carcass. And now I'm going to be again gluing up the carcass. This will be one of the side pieces, and I'm using those 2 pieces of plywood that have that little oval shape in them as right angles, so I can make sure that I'm gluing this up at a right angle. And I'm going to use my brad nailer here to go ahead and nail them together, which more or less is just to help keep them together until the glue dries, so I can remove the clamps and use them on the other side. And now I'm gluing up the 2 dividers. And now I'm going to begin gluing those 2 top supports onto the top of the carcass. And clamping it down, and then I'm going to come back with my brad nailer again and go ahead and nail them in place. And now I'm moving on to the other top support, gluing it up. And I'll brad nail it in place as well after I clamp it. And these are the back of the carcass. This will just help make the carcass become more rigid. And clamp it in place, and then I'm gonna use pocket hole screws to secure it in place. And I do believe I applied glue to it as well. All right, that's the last screws going in on those. And yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm looking around, so I'm probably looking for my measuring tape or my pencil. And yeah, it's hot in there. And now I'm putting the back supports down on the bottom. Again, this will just add that much more rigidity. And putting the last one on for this carcass, and be on the lookout for part 2 of this series. And please like, share, subscribe, leave me a comment, let me know I did right, what I did wrong, and thank you.